In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Down, 1 yard to go. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Still has some space inside the 35. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This is Pollard running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. And stop coming from Henry To'o. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Here's Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Complete over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Levis throwing again. That one's complete, right side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Second and 6 coming up here. On the draw, the give to Pollard. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Right back to Pollard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Touchdown! The Titans finish off their opening drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to... Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air, Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Space to the left. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He brings it in. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead.
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 13-point lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Forced out to his right. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
First down, Stroud. Cut out left. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Texans pick it off and give points on the ensuing drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Levis out of the pistol. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz. Levis connects with Cook. Racing down the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. Point after, left on the table. Following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's got him. That's Mixon. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans who have it, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
It's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short yardage, Levis. Complete out to the right. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, Levis. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Levis to the air now. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at their 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Back to throw it. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Now pitch to Pollard. And he stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. They'll go Levis. Throw is caught by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Reed Blankenship making the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Give to Pollard on the option. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Levis now on 1st down. Has the connection to Ridley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense Well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Levis from the shotgun. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
From the 29. Has his man. It's Mixon. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Diggs there to bring it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Levis out of the pistol. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Try and get it to Calvin Ridley. So it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass caught by Mixon. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one.
The Titans take over 1st down at their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the... What a hit! And the ball's loose! Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. But sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And he takes this out after crossing the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. It's crunch time now, baby. Two-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Throwing now on first down, Levis. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. A give, this is Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we get a timeout from the defense. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To the air, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big 2-point attempt. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he'll get in. The 2-point try successful. Now they trail by 7. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a one-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for two?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 two-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Running it with Mixon. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Trying to set this up quick.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that gentle and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of wheels and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she